Hey everybody, welcome back to the main event. Ascension 19 as the defect. Every other run was just a prelude to this moment. Well, I mean, you know, there is Ascension 20 at some point that we'd like to handle as well if possible. But for now, this is... By the way, we know what we're trying to build. What are we trying to build? Focus. Why? And this is what we're going to do here. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Melter is fine. Just fine. We're trying to build focus because it works. Thank you. That's exactly what we needed there. Like, literally... Oh, it only does 7. 7 plus 4 is enough to get it done. The weakness there was actually dangerous, but... we could build a different run, but you gotta understand, put yourself in my shoes. Getting railed on all the time for sucking at the game despite having 400 hours and it being really difficult. We found the formula that seems to work for now as the defect. We're gonna try to force the archetype. Even here, normally I'd be like, okay, let's take an early claw. We got plenty of time to build into a claw focus deck. Nah. We're going full on focus. We're looking for consumes, bias cognition. As an extension to that, core surge, if it's at all possible to show up. I will, if we face very compelling circumstances, I could be persuaded to switch. Capacitor is a big one, even though we don't have orb generation yet. Remove, transform, upgrade. We'll go for the upgrade. But I was thinking about transforming and hoping to get into a consume or something along those lines. Weakness, frailty. It's a bad turn, but it's not bad enough to be worried about yet. We're still at 50 HP. We're looking for cool headeds, cold snaps. An auto shields, I think, it's been very good for us, even just buying us the space to look for something better. I'll look once. I'll look twice. Okay. Was it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it, and then reverse it. I would say it's worth it. 10 HP for one dex. It'll probably pay for itself before too long. Still going to take some damage here. Taking 8 damage. We might have to rest. Basically, we'll see. We're not going to fight an elite on this floor, I think. Willfully, we chose not to. This one's tough for me because I think boot sequence is very good, but I think cool-headed is basically a must-take card. And, I mean, we'll now follow it up with a boot sequence, to be honest. And a loop is also very mission-critical. Now, if I'm being honest, trying to get out of the habit of saying I'll level with you. If I'm being honest, there is a problem. This deck will kind of suck until we get more focus. For right now, you know, it's not really doing what needs to be done. Hold on, if I could flip you, I would like to. Just because 18 damage is a ton. So I could hit you for 16 plus 3 is 19 plus 6. So 25, take you down to 28. You'll definitely flip. Now, there's going to be 2 enemies that are relatively strong, but... I mean, the dirty little secret of these runs is, as long as they debuff me, I don't care. The debuffs only come home to roost once they actually hit. So that's why we save that card. Auto shield's sadly useless, but we are taking no damage, so... I look a lot smarter than I am right now. That'll work. No, we like these. We'll take a leap. Blocks are very important. We're going to get both question marks. I don't really want to fight an elite that's going to maybe not force me to rest, but make it much more likely. I got a rule about dual cast right now. We have no means of gaining focus, so as a result, dual cast is A-okay by me. Our 3 damage versus 16 makes things pretty palatable in my mind. So this first floor has gone just fine. You know, it's a nice clarity of purpose to know where I want to be on these runs. I know what I'm looking for. I have like a Pavlovian trigger for it. We see defrag, we snap it. We see biased, we snap it. We see core surge, we think about it closely, and then we zap it, or we grab it, I should say. This turn is no good. Doesn't really matter what we play. You're probably dead next turn, but we are taking 13 damage. We should look at our boss. No, thank you. If we get Frost Focus somehow... Oh, just heal me. Yeah, okay, now we probably would not rest. No, I can't do it. So that's unfortunate, but life goes on. Right now, I think we benefit most from loop. And we're going to pop our power right off the bat, too. So Bias Cognition is like a must-play. But we're not going to play it early. Even though it's free here. We need to wait on it. I think. It's tight. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, let's... We're probably going to end up taking one bad turn as a result. Oh, you know what? Next time, I'm stupid, but we can make up for it. That's like my whole... That's my ethos. We're going to hit you with this, even though it's going to lead to us taking damage. We'll pull through you next time. We'll pop the Ancient Potion so that we get the artifact to protect from it. And then it'll all come out in the wash. Even here, I'm going to let you hit me with a bunch of negatives, just so that we can get the negatives handled next time. And then we should be set. Beautiful. Okay. So this doesn't put us in an amazing position yet. But to be honest, a lot of these, a lot of our focus builds, 16 damage and we have 24. We have 20. Still good. A lot of these focus builds look a little bit shaky on the first floor before they come together later in the run. Why do they come together? A permanent bias cognition is I feel like, are there only like 8 rare cards that you can get from, or even maybe like 5 rare cards that exist in the defect deck? Because I feel like we get 16, there we go. I feel like we get Bias Cognition as an option from the boss, like, literally every single time. It's like Meteor Strike, Bias Cognition, Seek. So I'm hopeful that that shows up. If it doesn't, there's plenty of other cards that work fine in this archetype or others. And this is a very easy fight, thanks to our Power Potion plus our Ancient Potion. What did I tell you? And the thing is, Core Surge is also amazing. I want it desperately. But, Bias Cognition is just, it's too good on floor fights to pass up. We can dodge elites, and dodging elites has worked out pretty well. It's an extremely great turn to have biased, or sorry, boot sequence on. Well, we got 4 energy, 4 cards. We'll take a little damage. To be honest, I'd like a bandage up. Self-repair is good, but I've kind of come around to the... we want bias next turn, which is why we didn't play dual cast. But we've come around to the idea that I'd rather just get a free small heal than a large heal I have to pay for. These guys, this is Ascension. They're being ruthless right now. They're really being jerks about the whole situation. It's quite uncouth, to be honest with you, but I think we're still gonna get our gold back, which is nice, at the cost of, you know, an immense amount of HP. So, beggars can't be choosers. We took self-repair. Very important to turn left here. Recursion is good. This is actually 3-block and draw. But I think we're starting to hit the point where we'd like to just remove. We don't really need the energy that comes from a charge battery here. Recursion is great if we get to upgrade it, but it's not an early target right now. So for now, we're just gonna... We're playing it a little coy. We're really... Bias Cognition crushes these guys. Bias Cognition Lightning. There it is. 12 damage. Thing is, we don't need the orb slots yet. This is also... Loop is going to do some amazing work right here. We are taking a little damage, but they're both dead next turn. And we're going to draw self-repair. So this is going to put us at a slight advantage, economically speaking, I think. Okay, they are not both dead, but they will both be dead the turn after this. Thank you. Defrag, it's not even close, to be honest. You have to do it. And it's also a very important early upgrade target. Anytime we draw Biased on turn 1, we're extremely pleased. This, I mean, it basically sucks. We're gonna take 19 damage. But the deck is not quite there yet. There's work to be done. Cold Snap, also very important. Okay, this is a terrible first turn. It basically does not get worse. At least we got to play self-repair, but it's way too slow to be excited about. And then on our next turn, we get no block. And that's the luck of the draw that can sometimes make Slay the Spire very frustrating. And we're definitely on death's door right now. We're taking 1 damage. I think it was worth it. If we could dual cast to get the Frost Orb to be looped, I think that's probably where we want to be right now. Assuming we live here, which I don't think we will, actually. 33? No, we're going to die. Never mind. 21 plus 8. 31 plus 8. There we go. Oh, we are in tight. Why did I attack that guy? He has more HP. Oh, we can't even play this. Oh, and we deserve to die. Fair enough. We're gonna start up another one here. Just, it didn't pop quickly enough. That's fine. Ascension 19 is no joke. First loss with the defect in a little while. Let me look. Always, whenever you see this, you want as many question marks as possible. I think we can totally do this. I've really come around to enemies having 1 HP. I'm still gonna go for focus. Just because it screwed us, I don't even think it screwed us. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean it's not what we want. Actually, I kind of wish I went for the Melter there. That was a snap keep way too quickly. Loop is not mission critical. You can wait on it. I think we want nothing here. And please, no combat. That's all I ask. No combat. Beautiful. Blood Vial. So helpful. So you're going to be a free elite. The cool-headed being upgraded is fine by me. And to be honest, I do think we want Melter. I think Melter was beautiful for us. And White Noise can also be incredible. But Melter is like, sign me up. So out of these, I don't think we need another cool-headed immediately. Give me Anchor, which is, I mean, it's boot sequence, but it doesn't take up draw. So I like it. What does our deck do right now? Not much, but that's very common for where we're at. It basically, it melts, so it does decent damage when we draw that, which is cool. And it has some upgraded cards, which is helpful. It has a decent chunk of frost. Yo, Bottled Lightning. What do I want in my hand by default? I'm going to say a Zap. And I know it seems a little weak. I wouldn't disagree. But a free Zap, if we're thinking about building into focus, could be worse. It's not an extra 3 damage. It's an extra 3 damage per turn. Plus whatever nebulous effects. You're doing 9? Whatever nebulous effects we get out of having full orbs plus having a lightning orb ready to evoke. I think it was our best option. Capacitor, and I know that it's, again, Pavlovian. It's just I see the cards that have worked for me in the past and I take them. I probably do that as every class. At least I recognize I'm doing it as the defect, and at least it has tended to work. But we could have tried to roll creative AI. Like 100%. I recognize that Capacitor is not a strong card for us until we get Consume or a bunch of defrags. Why even attack is the thing. Like, attacking is... It's just... it's a stupid waste of time. We made it out of it, but don't trick yourself into thinking that I thought that was a good idea. Okay, well, you know, to be honest, I kind of wish we just chose to fight the elite. If it's going to be like this... Amazingly, Blood Vial has basically healed us back to full from our earlier... Hold on, 443 will not kill you. So we're going to take damage. Not a whole lot, but... You know, I think we could actually deal with an early Rainbow, and that's also a good upgrade target for us. Dude, Melter is actually, like, an incredible item. It hard counters so many annoying fights. I know it's not an item, but you get the idea. I mean, because I can kill you, but it'll cost me. I'd rather just do this and let the lightning orbs whittle you. Like, Strike Melter kills you now. That'll work too. I think for now we'd rather have decks even still. I will take a White Noise. It's gonna a power for 1 is okay, but obviously what we want long term is a power for 0 or even medium term. We'll think about using one or both Dex potions. First, I just want to see if we can punch through you. I mean, Melter does some good work here. For now, we haven't needed it. We still won't. It's 12. Yep. Math was right. Bronze Scales does 4 now. Keep that in mind. If we can hold the Dex potions, I would rather. 20. So we do need a block. It's okay. This is a much more solid deck, I think, than our last attempt was. It's still not lights out. We still don't have a consume. We're missing a lot of the focus building options. And we are going to get hit here. That's okay. It's the first damage we've taken. 14. Yeah, let's play one of those. Alright. So this Dark Orb, it might be enough to make a difference in some situations. I turn up my nose at the idea that, you know, we got this sitting 5 orb slots back. It's kind of harder to use it tactically than I'd like it to be, I guess. But, honestly, I do think we want to evoke it right now, just to put you on a clock so you don't hit us for 50 next turn. Slight exaggeration, but still. Even just getting... If we get 20 damage out of each Dark Orb, that's pretty okay. Especially considering the upfront energy cost is so low. So if we can evoke 2 orbs, we basically win here. Very good fight. Rainbow is looking like a strong decision. This time we'll take a Core Surge, even though Buffer is also very good. And I will still go Cursed Key. The energy is still valuable enough, I think. So I do feel better about this one. Yeah, I like this path. A lot of combat early, which is scary. These guys, every time. All I'm going to say, thank God for boot sequence, which is actually anchor. Huge. That's not a lot of damage to take. We got to accept that if we're not able to heal, we are going to take damage right now. The only question is, you know, when we take it. And this is a much better fight than our last one against these guys. Like, it's not even close. Recursion almost interests me. Because if you get Recursion plus a Dark Orb, it's very, very good. But we still have to upgrade it in order to make it as good as it kind of needs to be. Melter, dude. So lucky. Defrag is a must take. Not a mistake. Two very different things. This is a little slow. Oh, it had to be done. Trust me. I also hate that we're going to have a bunch of voids, but we need to have Echo Form out there. It's an incredible card. Life is pain, but we gotta, you know, thank you. I appreciate that. We gotta block. So we're taking 8 damage. It's not that bad. This turn sucks. The big one. Play nothing. Get hit for another 9. It's alright. It really is alright. Don't even zap here. You're doing okay. This is just a frustrating fight at the best of times. Melt. Oh, you're dead. Thankfully. Okay, so we made it through. Not looking too bad. I don't think we need another Cold Snap right now. Believe it or not, I'm proud of this deck, and I think it works right now. I would love to have a little extra gold, but it is what it is. I will probably buy Madness. And then just cut a basic strike. 41 gold. I did look at Entropic Brew as well, and I was like, maybe we could swing it. We really, I don't want to say, I mean, there's positives and negatives for what's happening right now. The negative that, in my personal opinion, might not be as visible as a problem with this run is actually what we have not seen. That'll work. What have we not seen? Consume, which really is kind of a must-have. Well, I'm not gonna dual cast. I could dual cast. Hold on, you're doing 27 damage? We can't play them both. Let's do it like that. If we could just get a consume, I'm not gonna say that the run just falls into place, because I think that that's not fair. But I do think it becomes way less bad. Just, I was like, is there any way we can at least evoke this orb? Yes, there is. Okay. All is forgiven. Still alive and not doing as badly as we could. I'm not going to take that other cool-headed yet. Alright, we got real upgrade hours now. I do think that defrag... We want to improve cards' efficacy instead of their energy cost right now. Because we can afford the energy cost most of the time. Where we struggle mightily is that their efficacy just isn't that good right now. So we'll probably... I mean, Madness does get energy cost. Basically, what happened immediately after I said that... Ooh, that's terrible. What happened immediately after I said we want to improve their efficacy, not their energy cost, is we had no cards that really benefited from improving their efficacy. This is a terrible fight, but Melter does body this guy. Well, I mean, we don't have any blocks in hand. So that's part of the problem here. Oh my god. You know what? Don't even play... I didn't even realize we had pain, and that's on me, but don't play anything else. There's no need. Throw an HP away for no reason. In my head, I was like, would we rather lose 30% max HP? I think we'd rather lose Blood Vial, but it's close. And I know this seems so dicey. Like, why are we smithing right now? I'll rest before the boss. Should we live that long? Get out of my hand. We have to play. We broke even on that one at least, but 18 plus a debuff. So yes, 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 yes. We're gonna take a bunch of... We're gonna take 2 damage, but we avoided a debuff. We're still gonna play Capacitor. What do I think my odds are of success? Numbers don't go low enough. It's like the square root of negative I. We're not taking damage, so we're not going to play anything. We almost have a focus build. And if we... Oh, we probably should have played our life-generating items, but... cards, whatever you call them. We're going to need the block a little. Hold on. So we have 19. You're doing 24. So that gives us enough. Boom. Boom. You're going to live, but we're going to have healed a little bit. We're actually going to come out slightly ahead on this fight, even with that. Thank you for not... Oh! Literally in my head I was going to say, thank you for not being combat. Oops! We have to pop one. We could pop two. By the way, we're going to engage in cowardice on this run. We need as much block as possible, so we're still taking damage here. But we're getting there. We're not at all getting there. We just have to play our hand. I know we take damage in the process, but that pays for 2 cards. And then, oh, thank God you're dead. We're not taking any damage here. Oh my God, we may temporarily live. By the way, we have almost no chance whatsoever on the boss. We need the boss to give, or we need white noise to give us buffer. Has to be played. Thanks for the heal. Obviously, we're going to pop this, even though we're not playing anything else turn 1. 24 damage. It's not buffer, but I'm stopping short of saying that we're screwed, because I don't think it's obviously bad, but it might help us do enough damage to have a chance. But we gotta... I mean, I don't even know what we have to do, I guess, to be honest. He might die, but I don't think we can bank on it. Melter's helpful here. How much damage are you doing? 24? Check this out. Daddy's back. Very, very slowly rebuilding our unbelievably cursed health somehow. Okay, so this Dark Orb is very, very, very important. This sucks. I think we're dead. Oh, we're dead. Yeah. Well, you know, you can't win them all. It turns out Ascension 19 is no joke. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. That was a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Now, let's watch. I'll see you next time. I'll be back as the Ironclad. See ya. Dang.